Yes, welcome right to Cuba! Lads, he's not going to talk. Joe Hart's just going to come in and talk to the phone.
He's still in it.
He was walking right, so let's get on it. What do you think?
I was at the game, so I've not seen it.
Oh, were you right? Okay.
But I did say on Monday the co-commentators need to relax.
Aye, my God.
Relax.
He's doing the tour guys at Celtic Park, didn't he?
What do you think, Dan Slav?
Oh, great insight, I love it.
You're not calling a man on that.
But your face doesn't move when you laugh now. Look at his face when he laughs.
Fuck off you.
There's no stopping if they got red.
Talking to Sumo.
I've done that light off, we don't need it in that space.
Talking to Sumo.
Oh, fuck
Mate,
off.
that's incredible.
Big Joe was good. Fuck off, leave me alone. Sorry. Get somebody else. I like Big Joe. Big Joe was good, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
Come on, tell us what you were saying off camera. Come on.
We need more Joe. Great insight tactically.
Joe, what are you on, mate? Give some of that, man.
Well, you can't say full enthusiasm, isn't it?
And more. Let the commentator commentate.
Yeah.
Let him get a word in.
Do you like doing the co-commentary? Have you done it?
Be bad.
Prefer it to punditry?
Depends.
Good question,
See the game better, commentating. These days, mostly as a pundit, you're stuck away on the corner. You see a lot more in the game. The punditry's easier.
Is it easier?
Is it?
I think so.
Do you?
The commentary of your... Sorry. No, it's like... I mean, if it's on the telly, then you're seeing things, sitting watching it, but I think it's a wee bit different on the radio, then you go to describe it, go into a wee bit more.
Aye, the radio you can talk.
But then know when to stop talking.
Aye.
And let the commentator.
The radio mostly you can just talk, because you need to fill.
Aye.
You can't have silence.
Silence,
whereas
should just get your heart.
Show
them.
the telly, sometimes you need to just let the game. Just let it
Let the game play a hag.
You were brilliant on Sunday, Rangers game.
Oh, then I'm just thinking about him when you're on the TV commentating. No, because sometimes there goes a period when you feel you don't need the feel to talk all the time. You just back out like the commentator. Aye, it's an art. Aye, but
some things are obvious, so you don't.
I'm sitting in an encyclopedia, man. Some of the words he's coming up with.
It's good.
Big Joe, and I was like, where do you get that?
He's saying that. He's saying
He's
saying you were good the other night. He's giving you a compliment.
Aye, the game on Sunday, you and McCall was, wasn't it?
What game was that?
Queen's Park.
What game was that?
No, you were
I'm trying to put that right out of it. Aye, son. I'm trying.
Is that the worst part of the job? See after the game, when you need to keep talking about it, because you sounded absolutely devastated.
And Richard sounded absolutely delighted.
No, Derek, it's 43. 43 trophy. You're like 27 trophy. No, Derek, it's 43.
I know.
You just imagine him going.
Stop coming in because I'm turning around to Collie and looking at Collie, I'm going, bastard, he's just done me there, by the way. Because that's when we were doing the divisions, you know, and I wasn't. Aye, it is hard. Oh my God, after that, didn't expect that at all.
Open all mics, you can just pull the plug, can't you, kid, on your board?
I know somebody that's done that again.
Talking about being hard, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, lads.
Wow, there you go. That's his level.
Is that you say?
So I've got East Stirling, you're playing East Stirling tomorrow night, so I'm taking her at the game.
Brilliant.
She's going to sit and get off for the full game. She's going to sit next to the bed. We're just going to get off each other.
Just going to get hospitality.
Sitting on me.
Are you doing anything for it though, mate? I need to know.
When we get back up the road, we've got a couple of things planned.
Like what?
We'll roll a bit for a wee bit of
See that, but surely Valentine's Day is different for a normal day.
Tash?
No, she likes that.
Does she?
The tickler,
Tickler.
Oh,
Is she going anywhere special today?
She's going to see her beautician today. So it could be wild.
Our moustache will go down well in it. Well, the morning.
are you getting him trimmed?
I'm going to trim it today. It's a lonely place when you're sitting here with the scissors like that. Scissors! I go scissors.
Long as it.
I'm always sharing them. Oh, they're long, mate.
Big hedge cutter.
I'll make it look bigger when you walk in. Exactly. That's all you have to do.
Right, Gav, me,
Is that why you're growing the tash? Make your nose look weird?
I don't know what to do.
The opposite.
It does have a wee bit of friction there.
What?
A wee bit of stubble. good for it.
Is that?
You talk first hand?
No, I've spoke to a few people. Spoke to a few.
She's the guy with the goatee.
What are you, Faddy? Will go to you. You'll definitely.
He's cooking, man. I can see him cook.
What are you going to cook?
She wants bolognese.
So it's just a normal night for Paddy. Basically, I'll stick a flour in. What are you doing?
Me, probably will go into, I don't know, Home Bargains, the Co-op, Asda, a wee tour. We'll come back home, we'll ramp up the heating. We'll get the we'll get the gear off. We'll get the oil. Cooking oil.
No, mate.
Olive oil.
Cooking oil's about fucking £10 a bottle, mate.
Is it? Is that not man?
And then just get dinner.
No, well, no, because sing me. The game's on, football's on.
What's this guy doing?
No, us two.
I'm getting to him.
You're playing Torino. Lewis is not involved, but I'm still watching it. And she'll watch it, I'm honest.
You would never do it while you were watching.
Nah, come on. There you go.
Half time.
No when Darren's sitting there. No when my boy's sitting there, I mean. Aye. Two boys sitting watching.
Kill yourself, da.
No. It's too far, man.
We're single guys.
What are we, us two going to do?
He's not looking like a man, a granny or something. Obviously, you're taking a granny.
I'm choking to dress up, I'd like that.
To dress up?
You are from round the mind.
He dressed up as.
Dad, what music you listen to? A wee bit of Subo, no?
That was good. I like it.
Do you know what he told me he's doing for Valentine's Day yesterday? No word of lie.
Practicing snooker.
Dane Hingsty sell with a Brendan Rodgers mask on. After the game he said
She used that joke with somebody else last night.
He was in the snooker club practicing.
Well, that's what I get to. You went to snooker last week.
Oh, we went.
What one did you go to?
Q Club.
How did it go?
Boys, is there a snooker?
No good for it.
Club?
No, but it was.
Yeah,
We went for
Oh,
a wee roll, and then we were driving back, and we've been planning on having a game of snooker.
Mate, what
for a
I'll see
while,
is he's a joke.
No, I'm not.
Mate,
Is he, huh?
a joke, proper snooker
He did say
player.
that to me yesterday.
Aye.
In what way, like positioning and that?
The way stones, even the way cues, and then,
Misspent
what was
youth.
it, first 30 something, you got 20,
Spent
30
youth, Paddy. Just sacked school, head to the.
No, I didn't start school. I just played pool and snooker.
But he's that in my ear.
Aye, he's
Getting easy.
That's man. This is a talent.
114 breaks.
John Parrott, innit?
This is a man.
Jimmy White. I'm the new Jimmy White.
Jimmy White.
I've got a tour of the day.
Dennis Taylor, innit? Graham Dott.
Do you cut your fringe after Jimmy White?
Graham Dott. Big question, is
Graham Dott. I'm better than Peter Emden. Could have been worse.
Has Graham Dott's voice broke yet? Remember he had that mad fucking skooky voice? Who'd you wee bit?
You fella for that call.
Is he Graham Dott? Is he?
Big Rangers man, Dot, innit?
Rangers.
Big Rangers.
Oh, I played against the big Celtic man the other day there in the Welsh Open.
Who was that? Who won?
Higgins won.
Oh, Higgins beat us 4-0.
Did he? Higgins.
Mad how Higgins is still...
Still going, isn't he? Aye, going in
Then I'll get
position.
earlier. Steve Davis.
You had?
That's a better one. Steve Davis.
Well, we've got a tour of the day. Are you coming? No, you
No,
busy?
I've got stuff on.
So just, are you coming?
No.
He'll be coming tomorrow. Don't worry.
Did you see
He'll be coming for fun.
Did you see the baby coming out the vault last night? I showed you it.
What was that?
Oh,
aye,
the baby at the fault.
The baby out the
I was
vault.
wondering about you.
Oh.
You got a vault. You got a dungeon in your house, ain't you? Or something. You got a basement, ain't you? Aye.
Rubber snooker cue.
Aye. Handcuffs and all that.
That's no bad,
Good one.
I see my facials as well.
What,
you know
Don't
me
start
so well.
talking about your facial.
who gave you that cue? Higgins?
I get that made when I played. I played a lot of snooker in my young days. Loved it. I was 6 hours a day practice.
And was there ever a
What
chance
about
of you
the
going...
snooker?
Oh, aye.
Snooker,
I
all
loved
right,
it. I loved it all.
Was there ever a chance of you going pro now?
I was a good amateur, I'd say that. A very
114
good
break?
amateur.
114 breaks.
I scored 100 breaks.
Someday.
I scored decent breaks.
That's the next thing for open goal, innit? Him doing a snooker thing.
Documentary.
Couldn't he get done?
Oh, amazing. I wanted to get your opinion. I'm going to ask you if he's a for or against things now.
Good.
Each week, so NFL and the Super Bowl for or against.
4.
Did you, mate?
Aye, I watched it.
Stay up till what time?
Before 4 o'clock.
Half three.
And enjoy it.
I did actually. I watched it last year and I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was boring. But the whole thing was the Chiefs were going to win 3 in a row. It's never been done. Talk about Mahomes and how good he was, and he had an absolute beast.
Did he?
And that's why
Mahomes
I stayed watching it, because every time he got it, he get
sacked
Is
or
that what they call it, sacked?
he couldn't do anything. It was
Pretty big Clement, wasn't he, playing that?
So did the other team get their tactics spot on to stop
I don't know, mate.
Big Clement wasn't he playing because it's sacked?
No man.
That's brilliant.
No man.
Sneak that wee one out there.
Derek for it against it. NFL Super Bowl.
I've not got a problem with it, but I'm not into it.
Right.
To be honest with you, that's too long.
I think so, huh?
Aye.
How long did it last? 3.5 hours?
It's because it's late.
Too-
If it was earlier, it'd be
Aye.
fine.
Taylor Swift
I
get
thought it was brilliant.
Is it? Aye. I know a few guys that are into it, but nah, too long for me.
Do you say defence when you're watching it or defence?
I don't watch it. I just
Been seeing it. I've watched a few of the kind of, what do you call them, the documentary things.
Aye.
I've watched that.
Quarterback, have you watched Tom Brady, man, in the arena?
Aye, there's some of that stuff.
Mate, he couldn't even get in his high school team, mate.
he was like
When he's in a
last
team.
pick.
And he's the best ever, isn't he? Last pick in the draft.
There's about, I know.
Oh, there's a million in the team, yeah.
70. That's some night.
It's like his bedroom, man.
There a guy comes on and just kicks the fucking thing.
I know.
I gets paid a fortune.
That's a job.
Yeah,
innit?
innit?
No, but how
Just
much pressure's on you
going.
though?
Ah, bollocks. Fucking hell,
Ray
man.
Fink on it. Laces out. Laces out.
No, I get informed yesterday. I get informed yesterday about the talent.
When he's getting out, he's like that in the shower, isn't he? Because he's kissed the guy.
They're all doing it.
I get informed just was it he's on the Monday about the talent that you were all about. You're talking about the Scotland and all that.
Danny
right
Wilson,
before the game, Danny Wilson, Dan was telling us last night. I haven't caught up. I've not watched it. You went up to him and says you don't want the ball for like.
See, I think this has been a...
There's a few people that say it to him. He did it to me my first day at Celtic.
Is it just a wind-up? Is it
I think
just
it's a joke.
It would be.
Do you know,
having
because
seen you in that environment, it would be.
Aye. I just see...
So you were sensational.
You won the ball for what?
You were, aye.
joking.
My first day I met him, it didn't seem like it looked like he had genuine fear in his eyes, mate.
What are we talking about here?
So I came back from
Slaney
being on
about-
at Swindon, right, and Peeves
early
signed
when he was
the
football.
boy Paul Slay's a good player and stuff like that.
Top player, best
buzzing.
player.
So I'm walking out to the training pitch my first day back, first day of pre-season, he comes up to me, he's like, please don't pass me the ball.
But then I still do that with the podcast and that, do you know what I mean? I'm going to be shite on this today, so... And then I'm shite on it, so... For NFL. Super Bowl.
Mate, I would rather lie down there and let everyone use kick me in the plums than watch it.
Surely no.
Why would you be lying down?
Because it's better views.
Standing,
You can get a good run at me and just fucking...
Volley, yeah.
Mate, I can't watch that now.
It'd be good if we could lie you down, put a ball on top of that, and
On a hard on, aye.
put the ball.
Oh, you dive and heed it. You dive and heed it. But I don't... It's too long. It's boring. I don't understand the rules. And then you get all the fucking half-time entertainment bollocks, man. People sat up. Did you sit up to 3 o'clock watch it?
I love
See,
that.
I was getting up for a pee about that time.
You're for it, aren't you?
Oh, all for it.
And what do you think, just
Did you
quickly
watch
for
it?
you two especially, what do you think of the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Look at the faces.
No,
What's that?
but it's a singer. Singer, what? Tell us, I don't know.
Good, that, innit?
What happened?
There's a bit of beef.
They fell out.
Fell out big.
On
What
stage?
hour?
bad,
What
bad.
hour?
On stage?
He's dissed him on stage, mate, in front of everyone. In front of Trump and all sorts.
We need your throat. A bit on it for you too.
Just your opinion.
I
know, yeah.
He's got a good got that later. So he can come in next.
No, I could lie. We're
Me
all
man
right.
dancing about, man. He's like me dancing about.
his jeans?
I know his jeans.
Listen,
hell, what's the
Steve
name of his jeans?
We don't go down that route. We had a great Saturday night. Well,
Oh, he's with Elvis.
yeah,
man.
talk to us about that,
Big
Elvis.
Swanee was
Mate.
Elvis to his nut. It was different.
That's the best I've seen.
Aye, and
Walked in, there was a red carpet and he put on the best show I've ever seen.
It was different gravy. So
By the way, it's the only birthday party I've been to.
Dismissing the Super Bowl halftime show. He's playing the best show he's ever seen.
I'm surprised you weren't in there.
If it had been that fucking Elton John,
The biggest performance of the year, the Super Bowl halftime show.
He's got to work on these specs a wee bit.
Swanee's party.
oh,
Specs.
fucking honestly, it was great.
Favourite.
Mate, I totally
It
get
was
Swanee's in these
was
guys.
there. Whole quarter was there.
Have you
So they were
Accepted yet, have I? I've only been there 5 years.
you met Swanee?
Nice guy, mate, but somebody that dresses up as Elvis for their birthday
Great.
But
Did he put a show?
He was up on stage for an hour.
Was it?
for his birthday.
For his birthday,
Was
he's
he-
the only person I've ever been to his birthday party. He was
Was he good?
He was entertainment. He's in
honest to God, I was stoned. I was sitting behind him, and he was getting introduced on it. It was like fucking the smoke was coming up and all that, and the music, and Elvis come on. He come on.
We didn't have a great view
suit
of the
was
site. We
brilliant,
couldn't
wasn't
hear him right. Aye,
No, because you were in the bar next door.
because I was
I thought you were on for drink.
We fucked up.
I was catching up with a few old
I
friends.
thought you were on for drink. You know?
I changed my mind. But all the Waynes for quarter or they're all grew up. The Waynes have got Waynes and all that. It was dead surreal for a wee bit. But his
Good night, wasn't it?
your family, Phil, I know part of your family.
It wasn't my family. People
Aye,
I grew up
they're
with.
part of your family.
Aye.
They are good
They're on the
people.
family
Good
tree.
people. They're good people. Aye, a bit man.
We did a show with these two, didn't we? Just they two.
Oh,
Good people.
Just quickly before we go to the football, any annoying yous this week? You're saying about the price of
me.
what have you got?
This no walking near the badge at the football stadiums. It's stayed my head in. Stayed my head in.
oh, and Bobby done that, didn't he? Was it?
It's in the tunnel. There's like no space around it. It's there just for decoration. Just walk fucking straight out it. Does my head in.
A lot of people have
Does my
texted
head
me
in.
that.
Respect.
It's no respect. It's no disrespectful to walk out a carpet.
What are you on walking down at Anfield and touching the? Nah, I agree with that.
That's
I understand why the Liverpool players do it, but
Kiss the
Superstar.
badge.
Guys have got certain superstars.
I don't mind that. I wouldn't.
Aye.
see the badge in the reception at Celtic Park. You weren't allowed to stand on that, but that's because it's in reception and it's
If it's-
where people
but-
come into.
Aye, if it's part like out the way, but if it's in the middle
tunnel,
of the tunnel, what, like walking round the corner, oh, I better walk round it. Just fucking walk out.
Like that round it.
Who do you think shot themselves more last night at Celtic Park when Rod Stewart got that mic?
Mate, I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah,
When
so
did you see
so did I. But I thought this is
never
just.
seen
I couldn't stop looking at it, going, "Come on."
Because you know he's steaming as well.
Oh,
innit?
he's got a few
Oh,
in
yeah,
him.
man.
I didn't see it. I'd watched the start of the Everton.
But he was good, wasn't he?
No, bro, it was so funny, aye.
Anything for you? You're talking about the price of butter.
Fucking hate butter, man.
So you're on the Nord Park stuff now instead of Nord
Aye.
Park.
Oh, aye. I'll do all day long for me.
I've been
I
that
can't
for
afford
years.
that.
Same.
Fucking £8 for
I know, it's bonkers.
And olive oil's the same. I just fucking, the pan stuck to fuck. So that new one.
Cheaper to buy a new pan.
Cheaper than a new pan,
Try to scrape the fucking egg off it.
Price of olive oil and butter's fucking madness.
Price of everything, mate.
Why is it went up like that?
Fucking hell, what you want us to explain economics to you, man?
Do you want to know why?
Is it still not a pound?
Because
You
there's
must have
wars
a
all over the
beef.
world.
No, I don't. I've been
Have you
quite.
not, mate?
No.
Boys, I'm going for a
Good for you, mate.
bed.
I'll be happy.
Good.
Give me a bit of advice on a new bed. I'm going for
Easy.
a new bed.
Aye, get a water bed.
A water bed.
Aye.
Why?
I had one of them last night. I couldn't be bothered going to the toilet, mate.
Oh, that was a peeve, wasn't it? Pissing through the middle of the night.
Right,
Oh,
You're fighting about just...
going one side because I've got a big king size. Just fucking leather that
Pissing
side.
yourself in general when you get out of age, isn't it?
Leather yourself there and move
Just get the
it.
waterproof cover for the mattress.
Leather yourselves, unbelievable. Anything else, you? How was your coaching last night, Andy?
Oh, what are you behind it?
The bit of a clash because your two groups joined in, so I said I'll do a bit, and then Andy just kind of went, I'll take the full session. That was kind of story in it.
So he was Joe
Fucking
Hart.
rank.
Andy was Joe Hart last night.
By the way, how cold was he the other night at the game? Him and
They're not like
McGinn.
inside.
How not? Well, you do it, I know. How cold? They looked.
Fad didn't that get inside toilet, Andy didn't that need to
You don't
start.
get a heater with you,
That is not there.
I don't mind it.
but they looked cold. It looked
They went
uncomfortable
brave,
for the
didn't they?
boys.
The big jackets, they never put them on at the start.
They
They're like,
start,
I'll be
never.
fine.
So the
You still got the Geely heater?
Nah, it broke.
You
Aye.
introduced me to that.
I did have
remember
a heated
sitting there.
Geely.
Aye.
Best.
Oh.
Go to them, go to that.
No,
You got that?
Oh,
No, I was
it
like
was Faddy. I seen Faddy at St Mirren game, and I'm looking, going, "What's that?"
Yeah, look.
That like wee red thing. I'm going, "What's that, Faddy?" It's like, "Oh, I'm toasty." It's my, I'm sitting there, I'm all right. Oh, right out the next day,
Needed.
boom.
Nah, they're good, but I don't. When you're, I don't know. It's weird when you're commentating. You don't feel it as much because you're storing up and you're.
Surely the
I
BBC
feel
have
like
got to put Andy in that when the game starts in somewhere, heat them up.
They could go in the truck if they wanted, but
But you want to see the game, don't you, if you're going to be speaking about it?
You fucking.
I'll be in the truck.
Oh yeah. And the front.
Aye, fuck fucking get into extra time and went up the road, wouldn't you? Fuck this.
But he must have been devastated when that went to extra time.
They were. I could tell.
You could tell, couldn't
you
you?
could tell a mile away.
They were
You just
different.
get the vibes, went and gone, oh no, they've been paralyzed, weren't they? Another half hour of this.
And then last game at last derby at Goodison, me Moisey over there, look. Moisey's Gilly on, look.
What a job he's done, Moisey.
Oh, amazing.
And
Brilliant. I watched the first 25 minutes or something because it started half an hour before the Celtic game, so I had it on, try to watch it. I never seen the rest of it. But
Tarkov.
Will you be going down, Manchester, in their new stadium? When you take a pay a wee visit?
I'll be back working and I'm going to try and get down, take the kids down because they're Everton fans. So.
Goodison, great.
Oh,
Stadium, innit?
favourite memory?
Never been there.
Have you never?
Never.
No, neither have I. It looks.
Brilliant. I mean, it's old, but
And where it is,
when
in
the
amongst.
games,
Aye.
see the last couple of years because they've been down the bottom, been down to a few of the games towards the end of the season. Incredible. The atmosphere, ridiculous.
Favourite memory, Faddy, for Goodison?
Favourite memory?
Mine would be Rooney's goal for Arsenal.
I wasn't there though.
Nah.
My favourite memory
Aye,
as
favourite.
a player.
Your volley. When
Aye, when I scored against Charlton.
Great goal.
Amazing.
Great.
Die on to the sponsors of the show today, mate.
Wow, thanks, Paul. As ever, the Cooper Show is brought to you by our partners at SBK. This week they're offering a 25% bet builder boost on the weekend's tie between Hearts and Rangers. Link to sign up to an account in the description box below. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly. Just quickly, I wanted to get your opinion. This Frank Lampard flying at Coventry.
Aye.
Are they?
Is this
Soonest put him in for the Rangers job, didn't you?
No, I he was the favourite.
Aye, they were near the bottom when he took it, didn't they?
But he has done
struggling.
really well, mate. Really well. One miss there, Derek, you think?
Could be. Aye. Well, we've got a manager in at the minute that's likes an excuse, that's for sure. Doesn't take responsibility. Well, does he know?
Stop laughing at him.
I know, Brad.
He's trying hard to
Right,
take.
well, we'll look at
I mean, I remember
Right, grab
with
him
Michael.
before he bangs the table.
No, I've been past that stage. It's even been past that for me.
Sitting with
Anyway.
me and Sardi going, Daz will win the Scottish.
I probably was. Aye, quickly things can change, innit?
Think that's a big part of why you're on the drink, back on the drink.
No, it was Saturday.
No, it was
Oh,
Saturday.
Saturday.
Just aye. Nah.
Back
Right, well, we'll come to Rangers, but Paul, take us away with Celtic last night, narrowly lost.
Faddy, you were at the game. Thoughts on the game?
He's just asked you.
Aye, but I just like to.
He was at the game as well.
Don't give me the question with the ball.
Selector gave us a ball.
Don't give me the question.
Hey, watch it.
But when I came back on the show, they told me let the guys
That
speak.
was a
I did a
one-touch
Monday
player.
show.
All right.
Running him behind, didn't he?
But I want your thoughts on the game.
No, I want yours, mate.
I would say, to be honest, I actually was a bit bored, to be quite honest, of the game. I just thought it was did you? I thought the times Bayern kept it. I was Celtic. Actually, I think Rodgers maybe will be regretting now that he never started Maeda up front. And I understand that obviously Jota is just sort of trying to get match fit, but he was going to start anyway if Maeda was still suspended. So I'd like to see it, and I think the game completely changed when Maeda went up front, because Bayern are a team that obviously you've seen it last night, like to keep the ball possession based. They're happy with the centre halves having the ball. Maeda doesn't allow that. So even when it was going back to Neuer, I don't think Ida was even sort of reacting to that way. Maeda was going in, and Bayern were actually forced to kick it. So I thought that changed the game completely.
Great analysis.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to talk when you can talk like
Felt
that,
sick the whole way through it.
mate? Again, so first 70 minutes, we were drinking. What went wrong?
I
were they
wouldn't
just that
say
good?
I wouldn't say it went wrong. I think that the first half Celtic sat off them. Apart from obviously the unbelievable start with the goal that was disallowed, and allowed them to have it. But I felt as though they were comfortable. Like the goal, the first goal, you get a wee bit of luck, and then when Elisa gets into that position, it's an unbelievable finish.
What the heck?
So you're a kick of the ball away for getting in at 0-0. Thinking, brilliant. What a performance. And then...
But they couldn't really get any shots at Bayern's goal, could they? I mean, as the last 20 minutes, they're kind of peppering Bayern's goal, aren't
Aye, but look, they're 2-0 down at that point, and then they need to go.
Need to go for it.
Once they change, Slaney says, when Maeda goes through the middle, you can see him, the threat that he poses in behind, going and catching it before Neuer going round him, pressing them when they're on the ball. But when he's gone forward, he's like telling everybody else to get up. So that's your talk about triggers and how you press. Well, once the striker goes, everybody gets up behind him because you know he's got a chance of winning it, or forcing a kick where the goalkeeper or the defender's no set, so you've got a chance to go and maybe pick up a block or whatever. So in the second half, at the start of the game for me, or watching the game, for all Bayern had the ball, I felt as though Celtic defended well, really well. They got a wee bit of luck for the first goal, switch off for the second goal, but when Celtic were more attacking, I think they caused Bayern more problems than what Bayern caused Celtic.
Yeah, definitely, I'd agree
So
with that.
whose man was the?
I think it was Johnston.
Kane standing on his own though for the full thing, isn't he?
Every other one, Johnston's own, Kane at the back post.
Right.
But in this one, I think 3 or 4 of them go and stand way beyond the back post, and Celtic kind of go a wee bit zono and try and catch the runner as they come. But Johnston's, he's no where he was but for the rest of them. So then Dyer makes a run, Trusty's beside him. I think Johnston's obviously caught between looking at the ball and looking at the man, gets drawn to the man, maybe thinking it's his guy, tries to win it, and it comes to Kane. But Kane, every single corner, free kick, he just peeled to the back post and he switched off.
I can't believe how good he is.
How good was Kane?
I was a big fan of his, but see last night.
I didn't think it was...
I think he just causes.
He dropped
so
in that
many-
on the ball.
And
He's a striker.
He's I know, but he still scores goals.
No, I know, but...
You know what I mean? He
I
still
know you're
scores
saying
goals. He could have scored a couple last night. He'd a header at back post as well.
Well,
I
was
just
it a
think he's a very intelligent player.
Aye,
I
no.
think his movement and where he drops in, it gives the defenders, do I go there, do I stay? When midfield players are now looking, do I drop back a wee bit deeper and pick him up? I thought his movement was...
It worked well last night. But as a midfielder, because I know you, I'd be chasing him because I want him up.
It was a threat for set plays, that was it.
I just think
were all good.
he's a link-up.
Good players, aren't it?
Do you know something?
Good team.
That's what people go, where did it go wrong? I agree, like say, everybody's opinion. I said earlier, I'd have put Maeda through mid at the beginning, right? And I totally understand what Brendan Rodgers was trying to do. But you've got to look at the opposite. They're top quality, right? Them and Real Madrid for me will be the two that if they miss each other, I'll probably be in the final. They're as good as you get. I think they've just got good players. Yes, Celtic had their wee spell near the end of the game, and people say, well, that's kept them in the tie. To go there and...
You see that Flo does, they never finished top of that league. I'm nowhere near the top of that league.
I'm not convinced with that.
I don't think they are the top.
I think they've just got... People will probably look at their back four and say, well, you can get at them and you can score goals, which probably is shown now, but I just think they've got too much quality.
Just showed their quality last night.
really
They
do.
went there and just took a grip of the game right for the get-go. And you think of the...
But was that
in
down
the
to Celtic though, Derek?
But that's what I'm saying. There might be a wee bit, they're maybe wounded, or maybe they're learning. It depends how they're thinking, because if they go for it right from the off, you leave them space to exploit, that they're going to hurt you. You can see that, some of the players that have got. So you could understand they were maybe a wee bit more conservative, try to kind of build them their way into the game. But the quality they have, they just control the game right for the goal. Celtic were always going to have a spell where it was going to be maybe at the start going full out or where it was at the end, but they've kept themselves in the tie.
I don't think
but just
good.
Yeah,
I thought
they were
quality as in comfortable taking the ball and controlling it. And
what did you think? You says it was boring. See, we've all got different opinions because then see when I was watching it, I was kind of going, by the way, they're fucking good. Look, even just wee things when the ball's played into them, you're coming to get, they just take the ball away in the different, and it's the speed of play, just wee
They've
things
got other gears.
that makes them better. Technically,
I actually thought they were really good off the ball. I thought their press was brilliant. And Celtic couldn't get out against their press.
Aye.
But again, I don't think they created loads of opportunities. But then I think Celtic have got better, don't they? Like you say, they get compact quicker now, don't they, when they lose the ball?
Do you not
They make it
think
harder to beat.
the two big moments in the game for Celtic was Kuhn at the beginning, right? If Maeda doesn't make that run, and I totally understand as a centre forward, the first thing you're doing is, I'm going to be in there if anything comes off that goalkeeper. And he's got in and like the two big moments for Celtic for me, and I thought Celtic handled themselves very well, because at one point, Bayern Munich's a type of team, especially with what they've got the threat. You look at the first goal, it came out of nothing, right? Long ball. Taylor's wee bit unlucky, it comes off him, but then when he comes into his left foot, he buries that. Nobody's saving that. The other big moment is obviously the big talking points, the penalty for Celtic, isn't it? Now, everybody can look at that. Right at the beginning, I thought, that's a stone wall. That's
So
a
did I.
But
Touches the
when
ball.
the referee goes over and looks at that, for me, I think he gets the decision. Right. I think everybody probably...
Take far too long.
The one angle,
That's VAR for you.
even though he gets the ball, one angle for me, you're going, that's a stone wall. But the other one behind, you
Yeah.
can see it's no, he doesn't poke it away and follow through. He kind of drags it into his path to turn, and then he can't put his foot anywhere else.
That's right. And Ingles is trying to get in and nip the ball at the time. And
He
they
kicks
were
the ball
two-
and Engels puts his foot where his foot is going to go. He can't go anywhere else. But it did initially look a pen.
See, the first 60 minutes, disagree if you want me, but we Celtic a wee bit too safe in possession. There's times when they had the ball in the
Could
final
be,
third,
aye.
we'd end up back
Could
at
be.
Schmeichel, where
Aye.
the last 20 minutes it was mere...
There's a wee bit of
attack.
that, but then I'm thinking, well, that's because of how good they are.
Do you just think as well, because that first goal goes and you think, going...
I think, you look at the first goal, the passes, the forward pass, Atati plays it inside first time.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant pass, and then they get out with speed. There was a few times where there's no the option. You talk about Bayern, how good they were at off the ball. They go tight and they try and stop it going through the midfield. A few times Carter Vicker just fired it up to Ida. Layoff was brilliant.
Yeah.
They've done that
And then
more,
they could go
Faddy, do you
back.
think?
But aye, I
they
think
press
so.
that well, aye.
Because there was a few times where Celtic are in possession and they're knocking it about and they're waiting to play it forward, but they start retreating and they go for like maybe being on the halfway line to maybe
goal.
30 yards,
Yeah.
and then go back to the goal line. They're trying to build for a different. Look, I can understand but it's a massive game. It's a two-leg game where the game tie could be finished in the first leg. But no, I thought, it's a wonder goal in terms of the finish and a set play.
So what do you think-
Schmeichel had a
what-
brilliant save for Gnabry when he came on, where he's taking through the goalie's legs,
Yeah.
but he shuts his legs. Apart from that,
So how do you think they'll approach it earlier, Faddy, when you see the last 20 minutes? Do you
Got to
think-
go for it now, haven't you? No?
Is that in the mind, or do you again try to build yourself into
You
it
don't
again?
need to go. You don't need to go for it, right?
Aye, but-
Because you're only one goal away if you take it to extra time. You know what I mean?
Difficult, innit? It's
you
like
can't
how you
go.
go about it.
Oh well, we're getting beat 2-1. Let's all just go for it because they'll come up the park. If they finish off, you
quality
could
they're
get a real
boxing.
sore one. Whereas if you keep yourself in the game and you get the goal,
Aye.
it might take you.
I know, but if you go and play like that, Dad, you could be 2-0 down again in the first half.
it's not-
and the game's
but
So
done.
you
It's
get
not get a
scared with
balance, don't you?
Dortmund
You
as
definitely
well.
get a
With
balance,
the
yeah.
Dortmund so sometimes that scares you. You think about that, even as a player. So
I think it's, you
a
look at
difficult one.
how it's not about going saying, right, we're going to go for it. It's what he says after the game, Rodgers, is they had a better press with Maeda through the middle. So that might be where you look at, all right, mate. That might be where you look at it and say, you're not going to go and commit loads of bodies forward, but you're going to have a striker that's in for a different reason. I thought he'd have held the ball. It's the best I've seen him with his link-up play and hold-up play. But can you go and put pressure on the goalie who takes a risk? Can you go and get pressure in the back line and start your press for a higher position? Doesn't mean you're going to say, right,
We're just
throw
going
loads of bodies forward.
See after the,
Just a different look at it.
Dortmund game, remember Rodgers says he wouldn't change his philosophy. Has he changed?
I think so.
Hasn't he? He's tweaked it a wee bit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Which I think
Not
is-
massively,
No,
but
he's had to
they get
when
behind
you
the
look
ball
at
quicker
Atalanta
and
game. So he had to just wee tweaks here and there.
Like when you play at that level, you need to.
Yeah.
It's no change. It's not abandoning what you believe in. It's just
But it's a wee-
adjusting
Yeah.
how you do it. So the Dortmund game, the midfield were all over the place. They weren't supporting the back line. They were getting the back line too easy. The press was half and half. They couldn't really get the press going. The front three were too high. But they've had to change. Where you lose the ball and you get narrow and compact and you let them try and play it outside you and deal with whatever comes.
I think there was
instead
a
of
wee
going through you.
example last night. I think you're talking about Kane as well with Bayern, because Celtic had them, they pressed them high up in the corner, and instead of just trying to play their way out, they played Bayern just a wee bit longer because Kane was clever, just dropped into the hole. Then he was on the half turn and then they were away. I think, going back to, I think it was the Dortmund game when I watched that was an opportunity for a ball, but the quality needs to be there just to go a bit long, no thumped up the park.
No, yeah,
just a wee
behind,
ding
definitely.
up, with, maybe one of them just drops a wee bit deeper. So that's what I'm talking about, the wee things you just...
You need to give the players, the manager and players credit, because you look at the Dortmund game and they crumbled in the first half. Since then, they've got a good draw in Atalanta, brilliant defensive display. They've gone behind against Leipzig, come back and won. They went behind against Bruges, they come back and get a point. Come back, obviously they lost the game, but 2-0 down against Villa, it looks like it could be the same. They come back and get themselves level, I think because of the squad at that point. the game kind of goes. Nothing to do with the young boys. I'm not trying to be hard on them, but you look at the impact of the subs last night. I thought Yang was brilliant when he came on.
Yang was good, wasn't he?
Oh, listen.
He's made for that level.
He's come in for a lot of criticism, hasn't he? He really has. And I've always said the one thing about him is, the only thing missing for me is he has to be more positive. I couldn't believe it. Come on last night. Everything was positive. And you looked different.
It'd be amazing if he just couldn't be arsed in the SPL, innit? That's why he was the player.
Just wants
I only want to play the Bayern Munich games.
But see, that you go into that game, you're maybe not as tightly marked. They're looking and thinking, right, if you go 1v1, I'll be fine defending against you. So you get a wee bit of space. You get some runners, positive runners going forward. I thought he was done really well. I thought Engels looked really good as well.
Well,
some of the runs that he made were excellent, and getting into a position where you think he's just got to fire it across. He'd up.
Lovely, but
one fantastic. The one earlier, Farida, who was on his heels, didn't really know what was coming. I thought Engels looked.
Can we qualify? Can Celtic qualify?
Can we qualify?
That'll be on That'll be on follow.
I hate when pundits do that. Can Celtic qualify?
John Hartson over there. Can we qualify?
Hail, boys.
Can Celtic qualify?
No. I don't think so. I think that's too big an ask. Look, Fergie talks about Sunday. You never say never in football, but over there, 2-1 down. No, I honestly no. I've had my last pound. I'm not putting it on fucking Celtic to qualify.
But they can.
It's just nothing example.
I don't think they will.
No, but can they?
Of course, anybody can win a game of football. Of course, that. You've seen Queen's Park went and beat.
Are you alright?
I get
Fucking hell, man.
Jake Rodgers will just show that before the game. Just show the Queen's Park game. I'm going to be controversial as well, because why not? I've seen Greg Taylor getting a bit of stick for Elise's goal, but it's a bit lucky as well, isn't it? People saying showing Elise on his left. I don't think he's showing him on his left foot. He's got a rickish gent.
See when you had the guys
he's not got a chance
in
to
the
show him
box.
anyway.
But see if you do try to show him out then and say, they're good enough and clever enough to go either way. They're just top players.
The ball
they're
gets
going to do you whichever way.
Taylor, normally you would say when the ball's on the opposite side, be narrow and don't let the ball inside. But the switch, Taylor's in a good position. He matches the run. At least he doesn't control it and go at him. He takes his first touch inside him. And Taylor's gone that way. He goes to come back, hits off him, gets a ricochet. I don't know what else he can do.
I just see people going like, can't I believe Greg Taylor showing him on his left foot.
That's nonsense, but I'll tell you what, seeing it comes on his left foot. Wow. Your goalie could have 2 garage doors attached to his gloves. He's not saving that, mate. He's not saving that, is he? He ain't fucking getting that.
Just got both decisions right with the ref for everyone across the board.
At the game, I couldn't believe the first goal got chopped off. The place, when I seen it going in and the place completely erupted.
And the camera pan, don't you?
I just couldn't, but then he is right in front of the goalkeeper, isn't he?
I think he is blocking his view.
It goes through his legs. It's as much as you would, as much as you love to see it counting. It's
mate, what about that noise when they scored?
That would have been.
Holy. That's the loudest I've ever been.
That was Joe Hart.
No, he had to turn his.
Joe Hart, wasn't it?
I'm in Rod.
Again, going to be controversial. Johnson's penalty against Fabio Silva touches the ball, but then hits Silva and it's a penalty. So what's the difference?
I know. They change the rules all the time.
So you're saying it was a penalty last night? You going penalty?
Well, if that's a penalty, then how's that no?
No, because he's not poking the ball away. He's in control by the view of the referee.
Be controversial again.
Going to be controversial, yeah.
And they're different. They are different.
What are you saying to it? Celtic boys? we say the Celtic family. What they say?
No, the penalty. Listen, for this where I'm in the stand,
penalty.
It's a penalty all day. Right. But listen,
what stand are we in?
Just above the Green Brigade, but above it.
Right.
So
he runs the bus for that. I don't run the bus for
Is it the megaphone?
On their shoulders.
You get the megaphone on your back. Is that right?
I go there to watch the game as a fan.
Did you have a flag?
What changes?
Scarves.
Fucking screw than that. What
Do you wear the scarves around your head?
No way. What changes does Celtic need to make going into the second leg?
You take Maeda.
Maeda play up top.
That's the only one you can really make, isn't it?
Slip for Taylor, no?
No. No, I think Taylor gets it off Friday.
See.
You know what I mean? Everybody just say there, it come off him, it was his fault, and near half time.
I actually think he done all right. There you go.
Yeah.
Taylor.
But Rodgers usually always does take him after.
The wee bit of luck he got but in terms of get the break when it was inside the finish. But I thought overall Taylor done all right.
Brendan Rodgers must know.
No.
Brendan Rodgers always takes Taylor after the Champions League 60 minutes or something. Always when he needs to get a goal or needs to change something.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Obviously he's not overly happy there.
Well, I think you look at before it was Barry where it was more attacking. Schlupp's more attacking.
And
So-
just lastly, what a signage Michael's been there.
Aye.
Getting naughty, had amazing saves to make, but anything that he does, you just
The save down at his feet's
been over it.
incredible save for me. Because how many times you see it go through the goals? Why you can't move their feet in the second half? The one that was offside.
The ones that his hand in the
Nabry
post.
hits it with the left, and he just shuts his legs. I thought it was a brilliant.
But we're there next week.
Right.
We should do a wee show earlier.
You see how cold
On
it
the
is
vlog.
You should get Joe Hart on.
You'll be there.
Five hour vlog.
Mate, can you just to
Yeah,
come on the
it'd be
vlog for a wee interview?
I'll tell him to watch this one first before he agrees.
I'd love to hear him on it.
Minus
I'd genuinely love to hear him on it.
Minus 10.
Minus 10
Aye,
hours
it's
there
cold,
next week.
it's cold, mate.
Tuesday,
Don't-
minus 10, aye.
No, he's got Moisey's really on it. He'll be alright.
Get that.
Mind that time you went to the cold place with your flip flops on? Don't do that again, mate.
Is that the one you was in the water with his fucking the shorts on?
No.
Stop it.
I don't know why I bring it up.
Right, Shai, Hearts rate, moving on to face Celtic.
You gave just to be insight into the vlog. Like, what's the plans?
So it's slightly different this one with the vlog. Usually like to go the day before. Few decisions made higher up that will be gone the day of the game. We'll be arriving on about 3-4 o'clock. So we would try to go into that square.
A short vlog, wasn't it? 10 minutes. Just on the flight out and back.
So we'll be then going to the main square where we were obviously with Scotland in the summer, getting in there, catching up with some of the fans, and then I'm going to try really dig deep when I'm in the stadium to get some ex-Bayern players, some ex-Celtic players, because I think that's what the fans want to hear. They don't want to hear me run about just talking shite. So I'm going to try.
Big Alan McInally might be there.
There's one.
Anyone else that you would like to get?
Lattes.
Who?
Mateo Lattes.
Mateo Lotes.
Oh my God, man.
Imagine
He's
that
up
call on
north,
that.
man. He's up north, man. Fuck's sake,
Oh,
Sam.
so listen, it ain't over. The game ain't over, no way. I've seen Bayern this season at times that they're vulnerable. The boys at the back, but you need to be more braver. Be braver, and you can do it. You've got to know. It's,
But then, if you're brave,
you get squad.
you could explain. I know, it's, but you don't know.
Go for it.
The thing is, they could, obviously. They can win and they can score goals and they're at home, but still in my chance, you've just got to go and try and get the win as easy as it sounds.
They need to deal better with set pieces anyway as well.
Right,
That's
Derek.
for sure.
It's that time of the
That's for
show.
Oh, come on.
But
Game of the weekend.
What would be an Elvis song
The Fergie
to
slot.
go into this bit? Queen's Park Rangers. What's this?
We can go.
Wise men say only fools rush.
don't you fucking join it?
Don't you fucking join it.
Reaction to the Queen's Park game
Come on,
last
has
weekend.
left the
Derek.
building.
Surprised.
You used to like that Sunderland song?
Stunned. Aye. Just stunned and
One of the worst
That's
in
what
Rangers
is the
history.
worst? Well, you go back to about 67, Berwick Rangers. It was under Big Jock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
87, I was there at the time. I was injured at the Accies game.
Backies is Premier League.
I know, and that's how this is probably the worst.
I would say it's the
See
worst.
the-
Speak about it as if it was
See the funny.
a massive shock.
See after they two, when you top at 67, 87. See the next games that the Rangers played and they won them was against Hearts. They beat 67. It was against Hearts. They beat them 5-1, and then 87. I think it was 5-2. They beat Hearts. So they've got, and weirdly enough, we've got Hearts on Sunday. But it was. Listen, there's a hell of a lot been said, right, and the disappointment, and anger, quite rightly so. But there was fair play to Callum Davison, the way he set his side up. He just says, come and try and break us down. We're going to play with that low block. The energy, the desire, everything they played with, it was everything that Rangers were not. They were just too many players off it. But that responsibility was at the manager, because that was our last opportunity, you know, to win something. Because the league's gone, we know that, obviously League Cup. So with that in mind, they put out a strong side. Was a strong side. You've got Fernandes that comes in. We're all been clamouring for to have a wee look at him, see what the boys are like. Bailey Rice goes in there.
What did you think him taking them off?
I thought it was terrible. I thought it was poor because as a group, as a collective, they weren't at it. They weren't very good. So it looked at when he gives him the hook at half time. It's as if you're going like, well, obviously he's carrying the can for that, which shouldn't he be? He should have been allowed. See if you're not happy with him, Faddy, at half time. And
give him a bit of instruction or something.
Well, you give him a bit of instruction and you give him a wee, you say, listen, young man, we've give you your start. I'm looking for more. You've got 10, 15 minutes, go out and show me what you're all about. So I was so shocked when he was pulled. But then you expect him better in the second half. It actually gets worse. So many misplaced passes. They couldn't handle the pressure that was starting to build for the fans because they weren't happy.
See the lack of enthusiasm that you talk about, though, is that the manager that should carry that? Surely the players, regardless of who the manager, should go
because you can see early doors the way they started slow, ponderous.
But again, Phil Clement's not saying to the boys go and go out there and be slow and
well,
ponderous.
you can go and affect that in the touchline. But I'm looking at the Queen's Park boys. Callum Davidson's just sitting a line phase. So his Nicholson is doing in the touchline. His boys were at it right from the off. Rangers, it was a case of a bit of arrogance in my opinion, because he just thought, we turn up, we're waiting somebody producing something. It was like, well wait, Cherny will do something, Hadji will produce something, Igaman will. That's the way it's been for most part of the season. So, and for him to come out after the game and say, listen, the evolution of the last 2 months, it's not been that great. You know, have we been absolutely ripping teams apart? Have we been dominating teams? No, we've not. At times we've got through. I mean, think back to the Dundee United game. Dundee United hit the post 3 times in that game. Dundee United played into Rangers' hands a wee bit because they come at them. See when a team sits in with that low block, denies them time and space in the last third, Rangers struggle. He has not been able to kind of adapt or kind of work out a way to beat teams that do that. So with the worst result, you're out of the league, you're not going to win anything. I don't think he deserves to be in the position that he's in at the minute. And I tell you what, you can't believe there's nothing came from the board this week. Not a peep, by the way. Now, we get that Patrick Stewart goes round, he goes round all the executive boxes and all that. Oh, can whoopie-doo. What about the boys, the working class guys, and the guys that have travelled, all the shit that pay their hard-earned money, that have no got money, so they deserve an explanation. And we've heard absolutely nothing.
Next week he's walking up and doing the stands.
Imagine that. So the game just to let you
but at least come up with
row H in the Sandy Jardine, all gone up.
But at least come out with something, Come out and
look, he shouldn't. For me,
give us something. Give the punter something.
He shouldn't have been a job. Right, you can't.
Survive it.
We've been at the club and people say, "Oh, you've been at the club." The years. I was in the dressing room with the Barcelona Bears guys. Right, you would never. That would never have been accepted. Right, that would never have been accepted. It wouldn't have happened in that sense. And you can talk about Hamilton Accies Premier, of course, right? But Queen's Park, that were amateurs not long ago, they're sitting about 5th or 6th in the championship. You're at home. Most importantly, right?
A lot of players injured as well.
See, as much as I will give Clement and deserves all the criticism, his after-match interviews are shocking, right?
They're baffling, aren't they?
They're terrible, mate. They're terrible. But the players have got to take a big responsibility. And you go back to the young boy Rice. I take on board what you're saying, right? But see if that was me as a young player and you as a young player getting into that team, I don't care what it. This is my opportunity. I'm fucking hammering the doors, right? He didn't do it. But it's always an easy way for a manager to get in. And we've all been in that situation that you're looking, you're under a wee bit of pressure, you'll sacrifice a young player. Right? That's what happens. And
he's not, I know you're saying about Barton, he's not that type of player. He's a player that he's like a deep line midfielder that will take the ball and play passes.
There was a couple
he's going to run about and get forward and get goals.
But it's not like he's depending on other.
I kind get what you're saying, because
I know, but
he can go and control the game himself.
See that way he plays, but I was still looking for a wee bit more energy from him, right? And this is me. Listen, I know he's a good player. He didn't deserve to get took off, but I get where he's coming from, because when you do get your first start, your opportunity, I'm looking for a wee bit more. Sometimes he's looking run about, and guys are going through the motions. Well, no, this is my opportunity. I'm going to grasp it. So I was just looking for a wee bit more, and I get the style of football player that he is, but we just wanted a wee bit more of that. But he shouldn't have been took off. And then into the second half as well.
He's one's Hadji.
It takes Hadji, a guy that's got something in his locker, you know, irrespective if he's having a good game or not, that he can create a wee something. And then to bring on the wee fella, wee danger mouse, man. He's not going to. It's not happening. No. It's not happening. You know. So we're looking for creativity.
I've played in a team with the instruction, right, and I think you can look like you're not trying or you're not, but it's just because you actually don't know where you're meant to be going.
You're playing Queen's Park. You're playing with Rangers. You're on massive money. You're supposed to be. You're in Ibrox as well. And this is where I think the manager done himself, right? You cannot get beat with Queen's Park, right, and come out and start talking about stats and shots and goals.
No.
You can't. That will not wash with Rangers support. You can't do that. As I say, you get back to the days. The standard of Rangers Football Club supposed to be up there, right? Because when we started off training Monday to Friday, shirt and tie. Why are you wearing a shirt and tie? Oh, that's the standards. You're supposed to step right. You're a Rangers manager. You've just been knocked out the Scottish Cup with Queen's Park at home, and you're talking about stats. He should have been. He should have been
saying that's on me. I've failed the fans. I've failed my players. I've failed miserably, but he never does it, and that's what does. I'm getting into it. I'm stopping.
Sorry with here's a big thing for you, right? This is the one that does my head in. Everybody now saying, can he afford to sack him, right? Brilliant. Okay, can't afford to sack. Heard all the nonsense what he's on. What happens if he goes the next 6 games and loses? Will they still say I can't afford to sack him? No, they'll sack him. Right? They'll sack him. Yeah. So this they can't afford to sack him's nonsense. Right? Because if he went another 4, 5, 6 games and lost them all, he's out the door. He's getting sacked.
Why do you think no then, sack no?
I don't know, he must be a hypnotist or something.
He must have
hypnotising that board when he gets him.
Imagine the big man like that.
And he must be something.
A new contract.
Sometimes older guys, it's easier to hypnotise. Younger guys, there's something happening.
You don't hypnotise the fucking players then.
That's what I'm saying, the younger
guys are harder.
Sometimes people can't be hypnotised.
Maybe there's a wee bit. They've obviously
took that hypnotising a wee bit too far.
I think
you do believe it.
I know.
They've obviously slashed the wage bill massively, and it's all looks like it's all been about cutting costs. So is he working? I'm not saying he's doing a good job at all.
He's spent 20 million. Is it running about 20 million?
But is he working in does he know what he's meant to be doing?
No.
Given by the board. No, given by the board, and he's the one that's always fronting it. But he's the one that talks about having to let this player go, bring in youth players. He's the one that's always doing the talking. We're not hearing anything from anybody else about this is the direction the club's going. It's going to be tough
still,
for this.
What he's got at his disposal, we should still be in a title race with what he's got with that group of players. We still should be in the cup. We're no. So that means the manager doesn't probably does it.
Is it Europe that saved them for you?
There'll be a bit. That's what
But I hear people going, well, Gerrard done well in Europe and Van Bronckhorst done well in Europe. But you've got to give the guy credit, right? He's still going up against good teams and he's doing well in Europe. So I don't know if that's. I don't think for a supporter.
Do you know a European final and get sacked 4 or 5 months?
Exactly. I've heard every supporter going, we want rid of him, we want him out the club. And I can't understand, and Patrick Stewart came out with a statement about, listen, we'll analyse how things go and we'll take it from there, but look, he's got the results. He's just been beat with Queen's Park and Scottish Cup. At home.
Simple.
You cannot survive that. It's impossible.
I think even that coming out and saying with the most amount of shots in that year, well, it's just an excuse. That's a pass. You're
And that's what we keep getting, Paddy. And then he
we
says,
had shots.
and did you hear the other one he come
I've had the
across
most
with?
shots trophy.
Because I think he was posed the question, would you leave this position? Would you kind of... He went, no, definitely. Another manager, if another manager comes in, he's not going to be able to change it. Well, how does he know?
Yeah.
How does he know that? We don't. Another manager might come in and...
Do you think they maybe looking at candidates in the background before they do it?
Got to.
Maybe that's why it's not been
Yeah,
done
look,
yet.
every club does it. Even when you're doing well, you still
But the
want to
fans
see what's
deserve
about and have a
something.
succession plan.
They
but
deserve something, the fans. Because we've heard nothing.
do you mean before
Before they sack him, instead of just sacking
no,
him straight away?
because I think that if you're going to do it, you're doing it for the reason that there needs to be something better.
And either that, they've just settled for second best. That's the way they're going to go. They're just going to amble along and just accept that. And accept and say, that's no Rangers
We've
football
got a
club.
difficult game of the weekend.
It's the last
Can I
place you
just
want to
say
go just now.
on the Queen's Park one,
I think it might
Callum
suit them a wee
Ferry,
bit.
outstanding.
Brilliant,
If you
innit?
watch the championship, then you know how good a
Great
goalie
goalie.
is. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
Always been a big fan. I'm not a massive fan of goalies in general, but he always does well.
Danny Wilson was talking him up on the podcast, wasn't he? He said he was a top goalie.
Honestly, every game he does, you think,
The college
Massive.
the penalty kick was brilliant,
Aye.
right? Because Tavernier usually whips him into the top stanchion on the other side, and I heard him on the radio the other night. They were talking about it, and he went, "Do you know something? I had it in my mind that's where Tavernier was going to put it, but then I thought Tavernier would think."
I
I'm
know
going to
that.
dive there type thing. And I thought to myself, that is absolutely
a lot of time
brilliant,
though,
isn't
wasn't
it?
there?
A lot of brilliant.
What was it?
Tavernier's probably thinking that as well because of the amount of time.
Exactly. He's thinking, I'm going to go there, I'm going to just slot it in.
Everyone gave Callum Davidson credit. Willie Hockey's defo gave him £1 million each to beat Rangers, didn't he? 100%.
One of the bonuses you don't think you're going to have to pay.
I think the fans are starting to switch off. It'll be interesting to see when we come back to the home games, the attendances and that.
Who's the next home game?
I couldn't tell you. I've not even looked at
Do you
it.
think fans will stop going, Derek?
Oh, there could be. Well, it's happened in the past.
Remember,
You know.
did you ever play when there was 13,000?
Yes, aye.
Oh,
That's when I was starting out at that.
Oh.
Aye.
There was only 13,000 at
Yes.
Ibrox.
13,000,
Aye, unbelievable.
Oh, and you could hear everyone. And the only name they ever knew was Mings. Somebody- What was that?
Why was
I'm
it
going to introduce, get Patrick Stewart on this clap and introduce the fucking rest of these duds.
Because we weren't doing that well at that time. Plus, there wasn't a lot of money floating about because they had obviously the stadium.
Oh,
Aye, it wasn't
a good place to play that.
Hard place to play when the punters ain't happy. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. What else can the punters do? The Union Bears, they had the walkout, just to bring attention to the fact that we're not happy with the way things are going on. That created a bit of division between the support, which you hate to see. So what other options are the fans left with? They're angry, they're disappointed.
But they're in a bad position because
Because you want to support their team. Of course
they
do.
know they're punishing them financially
I know,
if they don't go. So it's a real
Catch
hard
20
position
I
for your
know, catch
supporter.
22.
I'm going to be controversial again, lads.
Good for you.
Wow.
Oh, you're...
Would you take the Rangers job knowing how strong Celtic are? Like, can you actually go and win?
Aye. But
Will it when Gerrard?
can you take it? Aye, of course you would.
But the money Celtic just made for this year's Champions League as well, what they're going to do in the summer, do you
But
go there
that's a
thinking,
challenge.
I can
Aye.
Well,
beat
if
Celtic and surrender
you're
nonsense?
going for
Football
managers
things
that
can
turn around and say, nah, it's not for me, well,
not
it's
the right guy.
not the right
Aye,
guy.
innit? That's a
There'll be
challenge.
loads of people that will say, aye. And it's a great opportunity because you've got a chance to improve. A big club, everything's there for them. I know, obviously, the difference in finances and Rangers have got, problems in that side, but no, definitely.
Oh, yeah,
I
Gerrard.
said it, look at
That's
Gerrard.
because of the way we've been run in the last number of years. That's how we're way behind Celtic in every aspect. So, but always a coach or a manager looks at a group of players, and if he can add in certain areas, they always have that belief.
You see it in
that,
the
they
games, the
can
European
win,
games
they
where
can
you go, are you sure the Rangers got to get a result? They get a result and they play well, and you
Well,
think,
you know who-
they've got good players.
You know who their next manager is easily. Just go to the
See
London
the-
bar, get the steps, stum up and see Beals in the fucking pub. And then you're going like, right, Gerrard's coming
See
in.
the last European game? They scraped through that. They didn't cruise through that at home.
Yeah.
They just get through. They had opportunities. Plus, the other thing is, 5 other results had to go Rangers' way, and they did, which is unheard of. And if that hadn't have happened, Rangers wouldn't have been in Europe.
Bale will be doing the Ibrox win full Saturday,
I know.
wouldn't he?
I give him credit for that.
Aye.
You've got to. You can't just keep beating them with a stick.
But see this evolution over the last 2 months, right? And like, he believes it's been that great, which it's been better than what it has been before. Well, it wouldn't be hard, would it? If you look at the first 3 months of the season, what did they keep saying? We'll come good come October, November. Season's there, the league's gone. You know,
it's mad. I think was he 7 points clear at one stage last year? 7 points clear.
A chance to go.
Chance to go 7 clear at one stage.
That was the game they drew with Celtic.
Anyway, move on.
Move on.
Hearts. Talk about Hearts. I'll be honest. I was a bit disappointed with Hearts against Sitman.
I thought he was doing better. Aye.
Been on a good run of form, didn't it? But
Pitch was poor.
I was going.
Was it Faddy? Was it really sure?
And look, credit to St Mirren because he just went.
Yeah.
Got the ball forward, used their energy, stopped Hearts' strengths at times with the midfielders, O'Hara and Phillips getting out to the fullbacks, particularly Penrice, has stopped him having as big an influence going forward. But I think a big part of it was the pitch. Because you're looking at the game thinking Hearts need to play a few passes. They were trying to get the boy Kabangu in too early. It wasn't on, although Chase Etten, he looks like a decent player.
You were at the game, Faddy. See, if I was a Hearts manager, I would have said that's probably one of my best results. I'd have been delighted. I wouldn't have been disappointed.
Different side to them, like.
Because in times gone by, probably, as Faddy said there, he noticed that the pitch and everything, the way St Mirren played very direct, were right at them. First half, I thought St Mirren were very good. You've seen a different side of Hearts. They going, digging in, taking it all the way, and obviously goalkeepers at 42 still producing the goods.
But there's a game on, they did manage to knock it out. They did get the ball down. Aye, I thought he was brilliant.
I thought he was the best player in the pitch.
He was brilliant.
What a player he has.
He come back from that. They missed him. They missed him big time, didn't they?
Because even when he got back in, he was kind of thrown back in. He wasn't maybe ready or definitely not up to speed. It just looks brilliant.
And I liked, he's away now, Boateng. I like Benington in Boateng in there.
Dundee,
I just like that, aye.
Devlin's done well.
He's done, aye.
Yeah,
he's done well.
I liked it too.
The boy Carton they've signed looks a good player. Come on, left footer. He looks a decent player. I think they've signed well.
Well,
he's very cultured, isn't he?
Aye. Well, he went to his left footed.
I fancy them strong against Rangers.
Do you?
Aye.
Hearts?
Aye.
Just
with the Rangers away from this season.
I said it at the time as well. The two 17-year-olds taking penalties.
That's great, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. Pressure on.
Brilliant.
But Wilson stepping up, and then Evan Mooney.
Do they feel pressure? It's more excitement. They're like, I want to take.
No, I know they're probably not feeling the dread of missing. They're thinking I'm going to score, but
they're not going to rattles the ball and again after it because obviously the keeper's trying to give a wee bit his speech and he rattles it and then he just rattles it.
Brilliant. But even I know that obviously you don't know that's going to be the case. But Evan Mooney going up and the two boys have missed before you, knowing you have to score. And what
he showed me glimpses in the game as well. You could just tell he's a player.
The two of them, two 17-year-old forwards. The two of them are brilliant. No,
really good.
Wilson came on and made a difference to Hearts.
Who's the other one at St Mirren? There's got another 17-year-old, haven't they? It's I don't know if he was on the bench. They brought them on. They brought the two of them on earlier in the season. But it's magic. I love that when you see them.
You're just
good enough to give them the opportunity.
There's nothing on the game for you, but you're just watching it going, please score.
Please
score. See the two young boys walking up, you're like, please score.
You have 2 stars there too, aren't they? I think they are 2 stars.
Brilliant. Great to see. And then Fralla at the weekend, Dundee, Aberdeen. The reason I say Fralla, 2 teams with zero confidence.
2 of the worst form teams in the league, mate.
Dundee, is it 2-6 now?
2-6 now, they're back in, mate.
What a job Tony Dock's got.
I was an arse shock at the weekend. Aberdeen won.
Against
Dunfermline, need to make sure. Well,
that was a bit of a struggle as well, wasn't it? For a bit of time.
This could be a 0-0 now. Just you saying you're happy, you'll stay there, or just sit like that. Who needs a victory more?
Aberdeen.
Both. Didn't they, really?
Aberdeen, what's
Dundee are sliding down the league.
I know.
Like the pressure building on the manager, then you've got to say Aberdeen, but you look at Dundee in the last 2 results, I would go for Aberdeen.
Needed it more.
I would, because the position they were in, if I don't know what's the table, but
Elgin and Dunfermline.
I'd love to see
some draw they've had, haven't
Sports.
I know, but then they get Queen's Park the next draw as well.
No, we'd write it down because I know it's coming.
Hold on a minute.
I'd write it down because I know it's coming.
Matters with Aberdeen, mate. I think he's fine. He just saunters away at the end of the season.
Who's that?
Dylan, he'll be fine, he'll be alright. I don't think he's under pressure.
And can I just say as well, again, I'm going to be controversial.
Are you being controversial?
I know
don't think you're.
I don't mean to be disrespectful. Just say it, mate.
Tony
Right.
Docherty should never be under pressure either, in my opinion.
Ever?
No, just now.
Right now?
This
I
season?
agree.
This season.
No, I don't.
No,
He's lost McCowan, he's going to lose Cameron again.
He's still in the Scottish Cup.
Still in the Scottish Cup, brought them up
Beat
last year,
beat
finished top
Dundee
6.
United.
He's got time in the bank, ain't he, Tony?
Oh, aye,
Yeah.
aye. He's got credit
Yeah.
for me.
I don't
It's the
know if
right
he's that
opposition for them,
controversial,
wasn't it?
Aye.
It was the right opposition for them in the cup. Airdrie, who would try to keep playing out for the back the mistakes he made. Perfect opposition.
Kyle Cameron came in for a bit of stick, didn't he?
And he scored 2.
Scored a couple
Yeah.
in the cup.
Aye.
Did he get? Was he in for a bit of stick? Because he's moved.
Because he signed the pre-contract.
Again, how
What
can
did he
you, how
expect?
can you
The
get a boy stick
the
for
boy
that?
wants to go to
Just try to better himself.
I know.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people don't like that. There's a bit of jealous out there, isn't there?
Well-
some kid there is.
Moving. Sorry.
See, just because we're not doing a coup, I just want to get a prediction on this game, if that's alright.
Dundee and Aberdeen.
But not if it's not in the script, mate. We're not.
Dundee and Aberdeen, I want a
I've
prediction on the
I
game.
think Dundee might just edge it.
Are you, mate?
Aye, there you go. Because they should have conceded against Dunfermline. They're misfiring it. Nisbet got his goal, but what about the miss? Do you see his miss?
Aye.
That's a guy.
Did you not say thank fuck when he
Aye, you
scored?
see it was a bit. You could see the relief in him, couldn't you?
Aye.
Yeah,
But no, I could.
You going Dundee, mate?
I think Dundee will just edge it.
that's what you think.
Draw.
Draw, no
One
score
each.
draw.
I'm going to go one each draw.
I very rarely go
Aye,
for
Dundee.
draws.
I don't even think.
Do you think Dundee will win?
I think they've shown that
Enough.
they're capable. I know that obviously they won in the cup game, but the last 2 league games, they've shown they're capable of bouncing back. So I think
The basis I'm going, you look at who they've bet in the last 16 games. It's been Elgin and Dunfermline.
Who are you going
So-
for, Faddy? Sorry.
Dundee.
Have you fucking listened to me, Taylor?
No.
You said-
They're just arranging a double date for
Thought about shadowing each other. Did you hear that?
Tell him what you wearing.
No, he said, what are we talking about, shadowing each other? I'll stand behind you when you're doing it. Who are you going Dundee, Aberdeen here?
One each.
I draw.
Both teams zero confidence.
Who are you going?
A guy's no got me.
Dundee.
confidence.
Aye.
Oh, you
so
so
mad.
nobody going for Aberdeen.
How can you back Aberdeen?
Just swaying towards
Just
Dundee.
because they've got to win a game somewhere in the league.
I don't know if they will, mate. I don't know if they will. Right, Motherwell take on Ross County, big game, 5-point gap between 6th and 11th.
Can I jump in?
Yes, of course you can.
Are
mate,
you
anytime.
You got to
surprised?
be controversial.
No, Will.
Please try and be.
You could maybe swing it that way, but are you surprised Motherwell's not got a manager in yet?
No.
Please somebody say
I am. I'm surprised.
I'm no.
Why is it taking this long? though?
No, it's a lot of
Why
emotion
are you not
attached to that.
surprised?
Wait, I think they're quite rightly taking their time.
Because the manager's like.
More emotion.
I didn't
sacked the
expect.
manager.
Didn't expect
Manager-
it.
the
What?
manager
So
what?
they're taking a wee bit of time into
Yeah,
maybe
get the right
gather
person.
themselves. I
Right person.
actually can see for sometimes I'm like that. Well, there you go. They'll have so many applicants, and they'll be going through them. But I think they're quite right to just give themselves
Take
take a wee
time.
step.
Make sure they get the right. Well, just make sure you get the right person.
Right, of course.
If
aye.
they're, in negotiations, I don't know. But can I just say on Motherwell, the kit man yesterday, 25 years.
Aye.
Nah,
Aldo?
McDonald,
What?
25 years.
best people at a club. like that,
Watches
Kip, mate.
this and all.
Does he?
So,
Aldo,
what
a
a
guy.
well
guy.
done, Al. Great guy, top kit man.
Have you ever seen my strip he sent me?
Aye.
Is that 60?
69.
Anyone that has to wash Stevie Friel's knickers get fucking
good
massive.
on him.
Anybody that's had to watch
His
him.
knickers. Ginger cubes everywhere, man. But again, the fact that this could go down to a 2-point gap, 11th, did that not make you think you should get a manager in for this game now?
But you just get a
I don't
manager in, just for this game,
And it
or get
wasn't
the
even
right
3
person in.
weeks.
Tight in there, innit?
I know, but
Aye,
they've
but no.
identified who they want and
I can
can't
understand
get it
why
out of the line.
I thought they would have building up to this, right? But I take on board what the boys are saying. You've got to get the right one. But the one thing, it's so quiet, isn't it?
Aye.
Usually
even
you
like-
hear something.
Quiet everywhere.
So,
It's even quiet coming in the day in the motor, wasn't it? You're here in time.
Quiet everywhere.
Wasn't it?
I was here early, mate. I did
Oh, yeah,
that
well.
with you.
he was
But it was
we's coffee as well.
Society's quiet, mate. Honestly.
Isn't it?
Very rarely people speak now.
I'm starting to just sit and look out the fucking window at night.
How many times I used
I can't
to.
see anybody.
Aye, straight. A lot of people don't
Can't
go out now.
see
A lot of
anybody.
people don't
We're
go
not
out.
Aye, come on. Somebody come in the corner.
Mate, that is. I've noticed that. See when you go out a walk at night, and that it's deserted now.
What time are you going out at? But 1 in the
Well,
morning?
7, 8.
That's not.
I don't know what's going on with the world now, and especially in Glasgow. I don't know. It's very, very
World's
quiet
gone.
going about.
Do you know what else happens a lot now? Seeing people that you know and they deliberately pretend they've not seen you.
That's the best feeling in the world, though, that.
That's shocking.
No, that's
Maybe
amazing.
it's just me, but I see that a lot.
That's brilliant, mate. It's nothing worse than the awkward
I think
conversations.
people
you have
actually
with people.
avoid conversation now. There you go. Then they maybe text you later saying, "Oh, I think I've seen you up before," and stuff like that.
I'm still one.
That's
that
why you
see,
do it.
See when
You-
somebody texts me and it's too long to text, or I can't be bothered back and forth, I'll phone them. And I know that people go, "Why is he phoning me? Just text."
It's the worst.
I'd rather speak to somebody.
That's why you get to
Message back.
talk, to
Was it-
communicate with people. Sorry,
I was at Lanark yesterday. I was thinking about you, Dougie Emery, right? So comes off the golf course, and I'm standing up at Pro Shop, waiting to go on. Boy, went, there's wee Dougie there. And I shouts, "Doing all right, Dougie?" And he turns round and he looks, "Aye." I went, "Oh, fucking big time now, because you've been on goal, you fucking prick." He went, "I'm no Dougie, mate." Honestly, I've never been so embarrassed in
That's
all my life.
amazing, man.
By the way, he was a spitting image of, and the reason I thought it was Dougie, he used to be a member of Lanark. So I just put two and two. I'm giving him what for? And the guy's letting me batter into him, then he went, "I'm no Dougie."
Dougie, mate, aye, bro.
Oh,
By the way, Bobby Lynn texts as well, going to tell your boys.
Bobby!
Told you, don't mess with
Team boy,
Bobby
mate,
Lynn.
he'll
Bin men, the bin
fucking-
men are after
He
you.
does boxing and that, Bobby. You're
Oh,
done.
did he?
And he's pals with Dick Campbell, he does that as well.
What team that's
Dick, aye,
the Fifers are coming down. Tell me to bring their fucking
Didn't call him
bin
a fight,
lorry.
he's for Dundee, mate.
Stick them all in it.
Predictions for this game, Motherwell Ross County.
Oh,
Fancy Motherwell?
Wait, I seen Don Cowie came in as a wee favourite for the Motherwell job, man. Right?
no.
No.
See, he got added to the list.
Controversial.
Coming down for
Another controversial.
I've heard
That was the timing. I'm going to say something controversial. and you-
I've heard
He's not done enough to get the Motherwell job, has he?
I've heard who it is.
Yeah.
He's not done enough.
Gets fired, I seen that, yeah.
Because he was in the sun last night.
I said that last week. I heard he was linked and somebody's put on eye.
No, but supposedly he's the front runner now.
Have we got any? Somebody must have some inside knowledge. You've all got connections with Motherwell.
Are you kidding me on? You actually have a player on your show on a Monday? Tuesday, you know, ask him? No?
No, we
To be
did ask
fair,
him.
I asked him on Tuesday and he didn't
He's
tell
not
me.
got. No, he does. He does. He gave a wee clue me. He thinks it will be. We said it when they be Scottish, and he said he said differently.
I wasn't in that conversation. Fuck.
That was on camera.
Or was it?
Well, Brian Colwell
Well,
says
imagine
that
having somebody there and just letting him off with saying, I'll give you a wee...
Drink Andy could take
Andy knows who they want.
it. I think, yeah.
It definitely does.
Do you know that he knows that? Or are you just guessing that he knows that?
Well, he's gone to know.
It's between two.
How's Andy
Must
going?
be an
Imagine
ex-Rangers
asking me what Andy thinks and you actually work with him.
We don't like asking him, but
Between
the
two
players
is other
say-
one.
Out of respect.
You just don't care. That's it.
No,
Don't
no.
care.
I've heard
Don't
it
care
between
about Motherwell.
two. Spire and Ryan Lowe.
Ryan, look, I heard don't too much though. Tell what I hear.
Have you heard that?
Who Alfie?
Fucking be controversial. Tell your source now, wee man.
That was a made up. That was a made up one.
No,
it's not me.
Damn Kevin.
I can't remember who said that. Was that in a group chat?
Was it
somewhere?
Monday? No, was it? No.
Ryan would be a good appointment.
I don't know much about him. Sorry.
Done well.
You tell me a wee Plymouth visit.
Plymouth, I impressed her, huh?
That would be good. What
The
about
only thing
Spire?
Well, the only thing I'll say about that is if it's in the sun, it's 100% fact. And the reason why is Brian Caldwell and Roger the Heatana are like that.
Wow.
There you go.
That's a,
believe you
I'm
offer
going to
up
say
that
something.
kind of
No controversial.
Info. Aye, it's
That's
very-
facts.
There you go.
Wow.
Good.
Facts there.
Honestly. Used to just says Andy, tell me.
Andy, I think it was Andy.
Andy doesn't. Andy wouldn't know, would he?
I think it was
It
Andy.
was Andy. Why are you going red, mate?
I hope Shaggy keeps his job though. Do you? I wouldn't like to see Shaggy.
I thought he said he was leaving. Did
did he? No, he stayed in, didn't
Did he not say that?
More often than not of a manager.
Aye, he went to the staff, didn't he?
They're bringing their own staff.
Well, Postecoglou never.
But I fancy Motherwell to win this.
Aye, fair enough.
Do you?
Aye.
Based on what, please?
I love the wee boy up front. Is it? I can never pronounce his name right. No, Maswanisi.
Maswanisa.
I think he's
winger,
I think he's a cracker. I think he's a match winner, that boy. And I just fancy. I don't know. I just fancy him.
Is Lennon Miller back fit? Have I seen that? Back fit, back training.
But he's back fit as well. Do you know what I mean? So I do fancy him.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't
To
have
get
one.
players back in.
Would you
Ross
think?
County are
I'm going
not bad on the road.
A draw for me.
I'm going Motherwell.
Aye,
I fancy Motherwell.
Yeah.
Right, Coupon bet builder time. Hearts versus Rangers. He's what, a day one each?
Aye.
Or he's what, agree on?
No, let's not do one
before?
each. Yeah.
Paddy got his coupon up last
Go on,
weekend.
Paddy.
That's it.
We're making people money. We're saving people money. We're making them
St
money.
Mirren hated draw. I was raging. See what Hearts. That's all I could think of.
I was busting the Friday night because I went for Air United. So I did. I thought it might have produced a wee shock, but wasn't the best, was it?
Nah, but
Quite
nah,
exciting, but not the best.
I thought doing better.
it's what you're going to get.
Right, who are we going for?
Right, I'm going to go. I know actually what I think.
You're going Hearts
I
anyway,
think Hearts 2-1. I think over. So we'll
So
start.
he's just got to do his own one.
So goals over. What would that be? 2-1.
Over 2.5.
Over 2. Aye, that's 3 in it. Aye, over 2.5.
Wow.
Sorry,
Wow.
fuck it. No, right.
Sticking at school. See if you're a kid watching this, please.
No. Both teams to score. Yes. Corners over 7. 7 corners
You're
over.
struggling to read this. Is you like your finger?
No, I'm just keep track of what I'm doing. Anytime scorer, Shankland.
Right.
And full-time result,
He's not
Hearts
playing,
2-1.
Who's Shankland gone to at the end of the season?
I think Rangers, I really do.
I think so they are.
I'm going Rangers and Hearts, a 1-1 draw.
Right. So over how many goals? 1.5?
Well, that's
or under 2?
1.5.
Where do you want to go?
1.5.
I think you get better odds for under 2 goals.
Do you?
I think you will. Oh no, because it'd be under 2.5 goals.
Aye. 1.5. Both teams to score, yes, of course. Corners, over 6. I don't know about a lot of corners. Anytime scorer.
You can't copy me.
I'm not copying fucking you. Anytime scorer, I'm going Tierney. And full-time result, Hearts, obviously draw.
Draw. Right, Derek.
3-1 Rangers.
So over 3.5. Both teams to score, yes.
Yes.
Corners. Over.
8.
Ooh, bit exciting.
Agaman.
Oh,
Eggman, right.
yeah, good one.
Aye.
And Rangers, obviously.
Oh man, goals over under. Over 2.5.
Right.
Both teams to score, yes. Go for.
Corners.
Aye, there'll be a lot of corners. I'll go for over 7 corners. Anytime scorer. I'm going to go for Dessers.
I was going
I was going to go for him.
Buddy.
I was going to.
Does he start? Does Dessers start?
No, but
He's got-
whether it does or no, I think.
Oh, it's any time. I thought it was first. Sorry.
I'm going to go for a draw.